Some people paint, some people sing, others write or dance. But for me, cooking is my art. I guess to me, the kitchen, it's more than a kitchen, it's a canvas. You know, I see endless opportunities. I can make almost anything from just ingredients I can get from Trader Joe's. My life and the way I like to create, it's kind of like an episode of Chopped. You know, I'm always adding a secret ingredient. You know, I don't make rice. I won't just make plain rice. Instead, I'll have a conversation with myself. I'll say, how can I challenge myself as an artist? Chocolate. You know, chocolate rice. Many people would say, no, you know, most wouldn't even try, but for me, it's not art unless you're making yourself a bit uncomfortable. When I'm creating, I like to pull from other art forms, you know, I like to be inspired by external forces. Let's say if I was making spaghetti, I wouldn't just boil water and make spaghetti. I would put on Italian opera music, I would dance around, loosen up a button, light some candles, hang Italian paintings, you know? Because when I'm done, I didn't want to just make spaghetti, you know, I'd like to make spaghetti! Everything that happens in the kitchen is correct. That's my motto. There are no mistakes in art, there are just artistic choices. For example, I like to chew gum while I cook, aggressively even. And yeah, 2 to 3 times a week, the gum will fall out of my mouth, into the dish I'm making. Okay, yeah, I could get mad about that. I could trash it and say, you know, this is no longer a good meal, but I don't. I say to myself, well, that's actually an artistic choice. It's something different, it's something new, it's something unplanned, but it is a choice. For those of you who don't study art, who have never read Mozart or Picasso, you'd probably say, hey dude, you ruined a good lasagna. That's funny to me. That's actually funny to me, because to me, that's not even lasagna anymore. To me, in my kitchen, we call that gumbo.
So does any dish you're cooking that you suddenly drop your gum into just magically become gumbo?
Sure, yeah, I have gumbo a couple times a week. Meatloaf gumbo, lasagna gumbo, soup gumbo. You'll learn to eat around it. My process is specific. You know, in the kitchen I'm methodical, but that doesn't mean I don't know how to have fun once in a while. I understand the importance of inserting a little bit of chaos into one's art. I know how to let loose. You know, from time to time I'll go nuts. And that's what makes it all worthwhile. I'm learning new things all the time, and that's probably my favorite part. Like, did you know you can't put tinfoil in the microwave? I didn't know that until the nice man from the fire department told me. And I'm like, whoa. A fellow artist teaching me something? Okay. So I've had a few fires in the kitchen, but you can't make eggs without breaking a few eggs. For me, I'd say presentation is as important, if not more important than substance. People need to like the way something looks. It tricks their brain into thinking it's gonna taste good. That's kind of like how restaurants like, I don't know, Peter Luger's or Arby's have stayed successful for so long. Plating. I focus a lot of my creative energy on plating. I feel like I can convince you to eat anything based on how I plate it. You might try the food and go, bleh, awful. But I'll smile. I'll smile knowing that my plating got you to try it. Plating is especially important when you're eating alone, kind of just to show that you still care. You know, if you're having every meal just by yourself, you know, in your living room, you know, you start to think like, should I even try? And plating's like a nice reminder that you should keep going. When I really started getting into my art, I realized that I needed a trademark, something that people would recognize me for. Rainbow bagel, donut inside a croissant, Salt Bay, a gimmick if you will. And that's when I started adding glitter to the top of my food. You know, pow! Beautiful. And I was getting comments on my Instagram like, that's crazy, or what the hell, man? And that's when I realized I was doing something right, because art that doesn't elicit a response, that's irrelevant art. You know, the people who are talking, friends, neighbors, the waiting rooms of hospitals, they're all kind of chatting about my art and what it's done to them. The Surgeon General issued a warning, do not put glitter in food anymore. Okay, it's not Bon Appetit magazine, but as a first write-up, I'm excited. So yeah, I'm an artist. just not a starving artist. Because cooking is my art.
Yeah!